Hey, man, say what you want to say, man, but this is Ty Talks. I'm your host, Tyran Daves, and I'll be breaking down some topics in the world of sports, debates, hot takes, and all the moments to keep the game talking. Remember, like, share, subscribe to Ty Talks podcast one. All right, guys, I got a lot of things I want to talk about. I know it's been a couple days since I put out a single video explaining and catching up to some stuff, but yeah. First, the team that won the NBA championship last year, this year he did not start the season with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He missed majority of the season. He had a hand. He had surgery on it, had to repair, had to heal itself. But now Jalen Williams, J-Dub will be out indefinitely with a right hamstring strain. So this is unfortunate. I do think OKC is a team that got pieces and they can fill roles and just make the team run the same way, run the same engine off that same engine. I think J-Dub is a huge piece, of course, honestly. But him missing these games indefinitely with a right hamstring is going to be a major problem for OKC. And they has already been losing games, being figured out. We know the Spurs beat them. We know the Hornets blew them out by 30. And OKC have not been having that same spark. Everybody thought they was going to beat the Warriors record. No. This Oklahoma City Thunder team has been figured out. And J-Dub being out indefinitely with a right hamstring doesn't make it any better. So, yeah, I think OKC is going to have to figure some things out because, yeah, their second best player is not on the court, and he will be out indefinitely. All right, next, I want to talk about these all-star starters. Of course, it's names that y'all already knew was going to make it. But on the West side, it's names that I think should have made it, didn't make it. Insane. But look, Jalen Brunson on the East side. We're going to talk about the East side. Jalen Brunson is an all-star starter. Giannis Antetokounmpo is an all-star starter. Tyrese Maxey is an all-star starter. Cade Cunningham is an all-star starter. And then Jaylen Brown, of course. Jaylen Brown is an all-star starter. Look, this is the only thing I can say about the East pretty much. It's going to be the same names. What did you expect? I think they honestly got it perfect for the East. It was kind of on point. There's really nobody I can think of. If Tatum was here, he probably would have made it, of course. But there's really nobody else that I think should have been a starter. Now, let me just jump to this West side real quick. Luka Doncic is an all-star starter. SGA is an all-star starter. Wemby is an all-star starter. Nikola Jokic is an all-star starter. Probably won't be back or rush him back to play anyway because he haven't been with his team. And somebody that I think should not have been an all-star starter. I think that's Steph. I honestly don't think Steph should have been an all-star starter this year. Anthony Edwards is having a hell of a season. He should have definitely been an all-star starter, but it's fan vote. And thing about fan vote, they don't care. It's popularity. I think NBA players only have a percentage or so like that. Bronny had votes. You know what I'm saying? We need to just figure something out about this all-star, about this voting situation, because I think it took a turn when Zaza was getting all them votes and they knew they had to shake and some stuff. But I think it's just, I don't know, we need something better, implement something better. I think it's kind of worse. But yeah, Anthony Edwards is not an all-star starter. So is Donovan Mitchell. He is not an all-star starter. So both of those guys will be reserves. Now, while I'm talking about all-star, for the first time since 2005, LeBron James will not be an all-star starter. Last year, we seen LeBron really didn't care. He waited until the game started and was like, yeah, I'm not going to play, which could have been somebody else's spot. I agree that was not a good decision on his part. But the thing around this is LeBron is averaging 23 points this season. This is his 23rd season. He is 41 years old, and there's a whole bunch of youngins. LeBron was not going to be an all-star starter. KD's not even an all-star starter. Voting has taken a change, and the NBA All-Star has taken a change. I think it's a lot of things that need to be worked and fixed with this because, we got the 3 teams and the 2 USA teams, and you got the world team. So there's going to be some guys that make the team that you're going to be like, what? Why? Why him? Why did he make the team? We'll see, though, man. I just hope that they can fix this All-Star thing. Just go back to East and West. Just go back to that. All right, next. The Knicks. The Knicks have been having a hard time, dog. I don't know about y'all. I don't like to be a Knicks hater and just always talk about how bad the Knicks has been playing, but they have been nothing. Listen, the Knicks got blown out by the Mavericks. That's a game I wanted to talk about. They got blown out. They did not look good. Over their last 11 games, they have won 2 out of 9. This is a team that we came in this season like, oh, the Knicks are going to be the best team in the East. There's no Celtics. There's no Indiana Pacers. The Knicks are not good. I think the Knicks need to make a move. I know it's people don't want to trade Cat. Maybe you don't want to trade Cat. But the Knicks need to try to figure something out ASAP because it's not working right now. And it just does not look good. I don't know if it's team chemistry, coaching, whatever it is, it does not look good once it hit the court. But look, talking about the Knicks, the Knicks have considered trading Karl Anthony Towns with teams like Orlando, Charlotte, and Memphis. So obviously they are looking at something that they want to try to make the team better. I don't think trading Cat to any of them teams will get y'all better. Y'all will not get anything in return that I think that will be solid enough. But overall, man, if y'all gonna make this move, it need to be for Giannis. I'm gonna keep saying this over and over and over. And yes, I know the money need to align. Y'all probably have to trade some more pieces out with that, but the Knicks need to find something before this all go downhill and never work. But yeah, guys, that's how I feel about that. Hopefully they figure something out because it just does not look good right now. Just does not look good. All right, so look, man, this is some unfortunate news. Against the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler's former team, he tore his ACL. Golden State Warriors is already fighting for play-in, AFC, whatever. But Jimmy Butler tore his ACL. This was supposed to extend Stephen Curry's championship fight, battle, or whatever you want to call it, to try to go win a championship. Well, look, that ship sailed a long time ago. Jimmy Butler was not going to make them better anyway, but this injury just shows that Golden State is really hitting rock bottom right now. Steve Kerr said he was very pleased with how Jonathan Kuminga played. Jonathan Kuminga, because he had 16 straight DMPs by Steve Kerr. Them two do not like each other. Steve Kerr don't like him. Had 20 points against Toronto. He was 7 from 10. But they took a loss, man. They took a loss. I do not understand why the Warriors have not been playing Jonathan Kuminga at all, bro. I just don't understand what's the beef with Steve Kerr and Jonathan Kuminga. It's obvious that Steve Kerr just don't like him because once Jimmy Butler tore his ACL, you had no choice to play him. You had no choice to play Kuminga. You had no choice. Y'all said Pod Brzezinski, whatever his name, was untouchable a couple years ago. The reason y'all want to get rid of him because y'all don't want the contract no more. Y'all didn't want to give him his max when he's supposed to have his max. But if you go look at that, Jonathan Kuminga is literally the third highest scorer on the team. He missed 16 straight games with DNPs. Of course you was going to play him. Of course, you was going to play Jonathan Kuminga now that Jimmy Butler has tore his ACL. And look, this is what Mike Dunleavy said. He said, he's demanding a trade basically, but we haven't found no demand. I'm going to tell you this. I don't like how they did Kuminga. I don't like it at all. The dynasty is over with once KD left, once Clay left. The dynasty was over. Yes, y'all won another championship, but that's because the Celtics choked. And that's just how I feel about it. But overall, man, look, it is over. I don't know. Steph might as well just ride it to the end like Kobe and just take these L's, man. It's unfortunate what's happening, but it's not unfortunate because what y'all was doing to the league was destruction. And yes, I was a KD fan, so I did have my moment with Golden State. But right now, bro, when y'all did Wiseman like that, when y'all did the way y'all doing Kuminga, Pod, traded Jordan Poole, y'all had young talent. It's over. Y'all might as well go ahead and start this tanking process now because it's going to be very, very bad. And I don't want to hear, we're going to trade Jimmy Butler. What? Yeah, y'all wasn't talking about trading Jimmy Butler until he got hurt. So, yeah, Golden State fans is looking bad. Y'all better get ready for a serious rebuild for years and years to come because Steph only got 2 years left. And it is potentially over for Golden State. I think this was the closing chapter in their book, to be honest. It's over, man. Yeah, man, that's just how I feel about it, man. I don't like what Steve Kerr doing, and it's not looking too good. But talking about Steve Kerr, this may be Steve Kerr's final year with Golden State because this is his contract year. He has yet to sign a new deal, and it is expiring at the end of the year. So look, it might be an end of the era for real, man. It just might be an end of an era. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for y'all today. More content coming soon. I just wanted to catch up on this all-star starter stuff. This Jonathan Kuminga, Golden State Warriors stuff, and get caught up in the world. Bye, guys. Like, share, subscribe to Ty Talks Podcast 1. More content. Peace out.